Hello and welcome back to Infinite Roleplay. My name is Nelson, and right now we're going to be trying to make roads with both Photoshop and GIMP. Now in Photoshop, making roads is pretty easy. As you can see here, I'm just squiggling a little line, doing this is simply holding down Shift and clicking the mouse button. Letting go of Shift when you want to start a new line. Click, Shift click, and so on and so forth. And you can lay out the idea of city roads or town roads, well, more city than town, since they're straight lines. You would think villages probably have a little bit more wiggle to them, right? Well, this looks all well and good, but I like a slightly different feel. The roads to be sort of outlined in black, more like the black lines the curves. So in a minute, you're gonna see me do that with Photoshop. In a minute, you're going to see me do that with Photoshop. I'm just squiggling lines again. There we go. Layer styles. This is the secret to the magic right here. Just put color overlay and change your color to just a stark white, or whatever color you want your roads to be. I like to make my city maps black and white and do some stuff with it afterwards. So you need color overlay and stroke, and voila, Viola, Magic City roads right there. And the same technique of shift click to get straight lines between points still applies. And when you're doing it with the layer styles, as you can see, when the lines meet up, it makes city blocks. It outlines the sort of curbs of your street or road. It's real easy, real fast, nice and simple. Beautiful results. I like the results. I'm going to be making actual road brushes soon enough, but this is just one of my favorite ways to make roads. As you'd notice by the amount of city maps I've been doing, all with roads that pretty much look like this. Now, we're going to have to switch over to GIMP. Now, I'm not that skilled in GIMP. Not by a long shot. I just started using GIMP. I've been using Photoshop for many years, and I don't want to say it, but it kind of feels like taking a step backwards to me. So it's a little bit, the functionality is a little bit different, but they still have the shift click. And you can see in GIMP, it actually outlines where your previous point was and the line that's going to be laid down between the 2 points of your shifting and clicking. So you can see, I'm trying to shrink my pixel size of my brush, but I really don't know GIMP that well. But I'm going to shift click a little road, but I'm going to do it with a smaller brush. That way it looks more like a road and less like a mess. And as you can see, you achieve the same results in GIMP with this method as you do in Photoshop. And there's nothing really wrong with these roads. Nothing at all. The thing that gets a little bit difficult in GIMP is trying to achieve similar results as the white road with the black lined curves. If any of you who actually use GIMP have a better method, please share it. So I'm just making a new layer to do this experiment. And what I'm going to be doing is using the lasso tool in GIMP. I don't know if you could tell, but I kind of don't know how the lasso tool in GIMP works. It's a little bit different. you can either draw your line or without holding shift, just by clicking, click lines. What I'm doing is I'm making a selection, and I'm going to go to the edit stroke selection, and I'm going to increase the line width to 10 and stroke it in black. So as you can see, I stroked the line. That's the beginning of a city block. I'm getting a little ahead of myself here. I'm about to stroke the selection again, but I can't stroke it in black twice because that's not going to do anything. What I will be doing is switching it to white. Then I'm going to go to edit stroke selection. It's the same exact selection, and I'm just decreasing the line width. And as you can see, it has a similar effect, though there's more steps involved. You can still achieve a similar effect in GIMP. I'm trying to add lines, and here is where it gets a little bit sucky for me. Because you can still stroke it in black, and then stroke the interior of black with the white. But you're going to have to go back in there with the paintbrush tool and the white selected to paint away the lines, the black lines that overlay your previous road section. Now later on in the video, I tried to do it with the pen tool and creating a path, seeing if I could stroke the path, but I don't know how to do that in GIMP right now. But this is the simplest way that I know how to do this in GIMP for the moment, and I figured I'd share it with you in case you're using GIMP, or if you're using Photoshop, the nice, quick, fast Photoshop way. I hope that's been helpful and makes up city mapping and your fantasy mapping a little bit easier, a little bit faster for you guys. My name is Nelson, this has been Infinite Roleplay, and until I see you ladies and gents next time, always remember, keep cool, get your crafts on, and never ever let anybody or anything limit your potential. Peace.